I look at 84.
Whoa, brother. Can't hear you. Cannot hear you.
I don't know why you can't hear me. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Let's see. Why can't I hear you? Did my headphones turn off?
Yep, because I can hear
Yeah, they can hear
you.
All right, there we go. Speaking.
Fantastic. But yeah,
Man.
the new playlist is up.
With the GT Coupe and Easter Fit and all of that stuff on there?
Correct.
There is a little bit of latency here.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's the new playlist. And of course, if you're listening right now, congratulations. You know what the world doesn't know. Playlist is out.
Possessed, I was hurting. I quit my job, I was no, this is the type of shit that they don't show. When it's only 5 people at your show, what would you? I was backstage blue in the face because I let down the crew.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. What you hearing is La Russell,
the audio
playlist that is out right now. Episode 84. 84 is out, or is this 84? That's
84. No title. The playlist is out. It's ready.
Got repossessed, I was hurting. I quit my job, I was working. Invested.
How's it out with no title? It was posted already?
If you have enough ingenuity to find where the playlists are, yes, you can see it.
Behind
the music.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Behind the music.
Wait, what? Well, guys, it is the ATL edition of episode 84 of the Splash Cast. We appreciate y'all for tuning in with us on this beautiful, glorious, wonderful Sunday evening for your boy. You see the hat? You see the glasses?
I guess
you know when the hat and glasses come out, what does that mean?
We told y'all so.
It means that we just won the motherfucking sixth game of the season. 6 of them bad boys. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
So I lost 1,500 at the door. So, see when you a boss, this how it go. Bitch, I lost everything but hope. Can I get a yee? Can I get a fact? It's different.
Yes, yes. Ooh, hey. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Your boy had to go old school. Had to get the corded headphones. You see it. The Bluetooth headphones just died literally as I was talking. So I am out here fully connected, as I like to say. And oh man, who are you telling, bro? Woo, and you're loud as hell. Just cause this is different. Oh man, I'm good. We gonna figure it out. Ooh, let's turn that volume. All right, testing. You good? All right. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It is Sunday, January 1st. Happy New Year to you, brother. Happy New Year to you, brother. How you feeling? We'll get to Saturday on Monday. Hey man, job's not done. No, for who? No, we're not. You can do that all you want to, good brother. It is what it is. But as y'all know, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with episode 84 of the Splashcast, the ATL edition. I am your co-host, Reggie. Yeah, man, this is the pregame, man. Y'all know how it is on the ATL edition. We talk about Braves, Falcons, Hawks, and Atlanta Dream. Specifically, it's going to be Falcons and Hawks today. Braves off-season, Dream off-season. But before we get there, hey, we don't really like to talk about Deion a lot anymore. But it seems that the University of Colorado... Oh, my bad. They can hear you now. It seems like the University of Colorado through Deion a welcoming hip hop party. It's kind of hard to explain, so I'm just gonna go ahead and play this.
This is wonderful. I love this.
It's for black people anyway.
I love all of this.
It's for black people anyway.
There we go. Back that thing up.
Oh my God.
Boy, there's so much backing and dropping going on right now, boy. Oh man.
Nope. Look at this. This is my favorite part. Yee! Yo, her hand.
Look at that hand in the air. Just all vibes. This is all vibes. Grandma with the paisley on. I guess that's a sundress. It's a lot of theories out there.
Where was this and when did this happen? That's right. Oh.
Nope. And then that flow rider got up to the flow. Oh my God. This is... I wish I could have been here for this live. Also, if any of you guys know the name of this band, I have some events and I definitely need these guys to perform.
Look at that. Oh man.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm interested in these people performing at homecoming. Just in general, I have a birthday that's coming up in April. I'll pay for them to be there too, whatever it is. I need these people. I need their booking info as soon as possible. Of the utmost importance. And next year when y'all have this hip hop festival, because it looked like a straight banger, I need to be invited next year. As a person who puts out a playlist every year of the best music that I hear every week, I need to be there so I can have that audio experience like you guys get from me.
Let me tell you something. I don't know if I would want to be there. I feel like because there were no black people there, they were comfortable being in their element. Like if there were black people there, they would have been like, I shouldn't do that. But because there were no black people there, they were going in. You saw the hand. She did the little snake with the hand.
Somebody got paid to plan this at their job.
This is a city event. That the city threw a hip hop fest.
Somebody spent their work time, and that's what they came up with.
How do you find this band? First off, this band is genius. What town is this? This band is genius. They have all the white populated towns on lock. They probably do all the birthdays, all the bar mitzvahs, all the every. They got Grand Rapids, boy. They got all the office parties.
Florida, boy.
They got all the office parties, corporate parties. This probably could have been a wedding after party. You never know. But they got all of that.
Wedding.
They felt fantastic about that event. It was a rousing success. That is actually very true. It was definitely a rousing success, and they probably did explain it like that. A rousing success. People there? It was a lot of one type of people. Did you
sell tickets to this place? How did you tell people? I have so many more questions.
Well, it's called a hip hop music fest, so you know they sold. I don't know if they sold tickets because it looks like an open air venue. But I mean, you got to pay for all this other stuff. Hold on, you got to pay for the tent. And the lights, and the food.
Grandma was in there dropping it low.
Look at my man right here. Though.
No, this is the safest hip hop event in hip hop history. The only thing that was getting hurt out there was knees and hips. My God. Ooh, and everybody going a different direction. Yeah, hit him with the shoulders, all of the shoulders.
Yeah, she cool though. She cool though. She know her lane. She been around the blacks before.
The weekend at Bernie's. That's what that was.
Come on, hand.
What the hand doing?
Hey man, One Nation Under a Groove. That's what that was. One Nation Under a Groove.
Back outside, that's the first dance move I'm hitting. It's for black people. That's how you know. That's how you know you getting it in. Nope, sir, you shouldn't be doing. All of this is bad.
And I bet you all of these people vote Republican. Like I guarantee you, they listen.
Yo, there are the people who are stopping people from voting.
Oh my God! But listen to us. Hey, you cannot give them water.
These are all the people at polls with like cameras and stuff.
Oh,
that's crazy. That's a Karen fest.
Yeah. Karen, Kevin. Well, no, Kevin's black. I can't say that. But what's the white version of Karen?
Karen Chella. Yeah.
Carachella, not Coachella. Oh man, but speaking of from one disappointment to another, now this is your lane. I ain't really the biggest shoe fanatic, but
wait, now this is cut the video on and tell me.
Yo, there's no fucking listen.
These the Black Mambas.
Look at the tongue. Look at the foam. Look at the foam in the tongue. That lets you know number one. Number two, the logo. Everything about this is wrong.
She's not even in this country.
Look at the scuffs. The scuffs.
I was like, she instead of saying,
the bad part is the sole is not bad. The sole is not terrible.
So are these fake? Is that what this is?
What?
What's the worst that could happen, bro? So.
Watch the shoe when he spin his thing.
Oh.
No. It get worse.
Boy, they cut. Look at that right there. Look at that right there.
Fucking shoes. That's not even a worst.
Wait, hold on.
So
here it come.
Obviously, these are fucking Jordans, right? Bro.
Please.
Bro.
Ah! In the purple. In the purple and gold.
The LeBron.
The LeBrons.
The LeBron George is sick, boy. I tell you that much. That is, and you know what? The really funny part about this
is the SpongeBob pajamas.
Will do that. Nope.
Nah, LeBron can't
already
do that.
keeps coming out with shoes that look like other people's shoes, like the King Griffey's that he has. Watch him do this next.
I spoke to Jordan before when he did the jump man.
I mean, because this is bad. It's disrespectful bad. But somebody really bought these instead of like, I hope that this is fake. I hope that a lot of the internet is fake. Because I'm going to tell you, if you're my relative, you sent me this, we're not good ever again.
Yeah, I don't want no more gifts. Send me money. And send it in the form of digital currency. Do not send me no Monopoly money, because I believe that you pay for these shoes with Monopoly money. There's absolutely no way.
Yo, did you get these from Alibaba, dog? Where the fuck did these come from? If you got some Etsy handmade Jordans, you are.
Oh man, it looks like 3 different shoes here. Oh man, yeah, those are horrible. What are those? I would, and you know what's messed up? Somebody would wear those to school and be like, "These are custom."
No, they would. No, they would not. No, they would not. Not any school, unless it's the school with them folks who was doing the I don't know what I was gonna say. That ain't even the electric slide. That's the electric boogaloo. They was doing.
People that don't know, man. You did speak up, LeBron though. Hey man, as a married man, sometimes LeBron explained it. Now, sometimes you can't win. This is LeBron explaining everything about what we did on.
It's never enough. It's never enough. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm not even a billionaire. I don't stand a chance.
That's how you making me break in the new year.
Hey man, I mean, listen, I've been in Atlanta all weekend. I got my birthday celebration. I went to a basketball game. We celebrated my birthday with you.
Porch does.
Ohio State crushing loss.
Ohio State crushing loss.
Yeah, I mean, and he crushed us. So as far as we consider, we even.
Even swap for me, I take it. UGA beat Ohio State, you can beat the Hawks. Hey, whatever.
Hell no! I didn't get to participate in the W.
You just said even swap. That's what you just said. I just concurred.
I was speaking from the man from Akron. I'm from Augusta, Georgia. That don't mean nothing to me. It don't mean nothing, goddamn.
Let's go. You know, it's funny. He said, I got to get a dub. He picked the Vikings. The Vikings got boat race today. And also, he just got hit on the punt return. Like, I don't know if he would have. He did have a good time in Atlanta, though.
I'm just happy that I don't care wherever you are. If you're mid-30s and want to play video games, your lady probably got a problem with it.
Yeah, and no matter what he said, I flew you to Atlanta. We went out for my birthday. Los Cabos, what's the name of it? Lobos tequila sponsored. Had you courtside. We went out in Atlanta, had my birthday party. You was partying, mixing it up with everybody. So we come home, we watch the game, and I just want to play a little bit of Madden. And she's like, "This what you got me doing?" Like, yo, you just flew back from Atlanta like yesterday.
I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna stand on this ledge by myself.
Yep,
because I'm gonna be looking like.
Let me mute myself.
You said what? We did all of this all weekend. You got the nerve to ask? Because I want to play the video game after we had this type of weekend, and I done destroyed the Atlanta Hawks and probably their whole season. Man,
you always on the game. That's what that is. You always on the game. Like, no, I'm not. Yeah, but it's nice to know.
On that game has now made our family billionaires. So that generational wealth that you enjoy, yeah, I'm gonna get this Madden in.
It's nice to know. It's nice to know that we all go through the same struggle as black married men.
Yeah.
No matter how much money you are, no matter what class you're in, no matter what you do for a living, no matter what you don't do.
They always ask the question the same way. Oh, this what you got me doing?
So this what you got me doing on New Year's?
You want to? I live in a castle. You can do whatever. It's like a trampoline in there. I just imagine the house is like Richie Rich house. You talking about this? What I got you doing? You better go into one of these rooms and do whatever you want.
Do something. You got a whole wing that you could have invited everybody. We got private chefs. You could have had a whole New Year's Eve party by yourself here.
That food at the house. If you don't tell the people to come over here, you got the dirty stuff. Hey man.
We got food. Hey, we already got food at the house. Call your friends. Don't matter.
Hey, we ain't going nowhere. I done worked all weekend. You ain't work. You ain't working none. That'll get you cussed out. That's
that'll get you sleeping on one of the 72 couches that you have in your
You'll be
home.
like, ma'am, I'm chasing Kareem, yo. And Kareem don't like me. Leave me alone.
But let me tell you something. As somebody who is a new father, I can tell you that the trump card is right there. The trump card is I birthed your children. I birthed your children. You can't do nothing.
Not without my help. Not without my help.
I put them in there. Well, I spit them out. Like that's what you get. Poor choice of words. I pushed them out. So that's
boy. Boy, what? What? If you did, then we got bigger problems.
That means we got to go to the paternity doctor today. Not now.
Maureen.
All right, man. We spiraling,
Mr. Povich, I need to speak to you, my friend. She told me that, and that.
Let's get out of there.
That's escalated. Boy, we are childish, and it is already the new year.
Oh man! So if this is a callback, now some of y'all don't follow soccer,
callback,
but we
whatever it is for this.
We said that Cristiano Ronaldo was offered by the Saudi Arabia club Al Nassr $75 million a year to play, or 3-year, $225 million contract to play.
No.
I'm not surprised he took this because he is 37. Right? So this gets him to play till he's 40.
38.
And I don't think if you looked at the World Cup, he was benched at the World Cup. They only brought him in the second half. They didn't used to
care.
Well, he does apparently. Money talks,
making
bro.
A deal with everybody. Okay, I'm gonna talk your ass. You heard of Suge Knight, right?
You think Suge Knight got something on these people?
Not a chance. That's the reason I would make a deal with Suge. I'm sure I'm not making a deal with these people. Are you? What?
Man, well, they already got the PGA Tour over there. They got half the PGA Tour doing their stuff.
Half, and I'm gonna be another half for sure. I'm
not
going over there with MBS and his homeboys. I'm good. I'd rather be broke. I'll be broke first. I'll be broke. B-R-O-K-E, broke. I'm going to tell you before I get over there with, man, them men don't play.
You can't bring no family over there either. You can't.
I wouldn't even want to take my family over there. I get stuck. First of all, my family too problematic. Ask too many questions. They do too many things that might get them in trouble. Nope. Y'all stay at home. And I wouldn't go over there either. My mom was like, why you going over there?
Until you send your mom 25 mil.
You can't do nothing over there wrong. No.
I think this will probably be his last contract. I think
yeah, that typically what happens when you make deals with these guys.
Not in that manner. I just think his major league soccer career is coming to an end. I think the World Cup, I don't think if he wins the World Cup, I don't think he makes, or he plays well in the World Cup. He doesn't.
He can come to the
move.
MLS and get another bag over here.
Could he get $75 million a year?
Hell no.
Well, then
that's probably some team rosters over here. How much you think we spending on soccer? I kind of want to look it up. I want to know what total salary for the Atlanta United is. But no, I'm not making a deal with these people. I'm rich already. I'm gonna stay in my country safely where I can come and go as I please. I just saw Brittany Griner. No, thank you.
Now, yeah, that's true.
And Ronaldo is a little problematic too. Let's not forget. Now he didn't been in trouble.
Doing what? Not recently, has he?
What is that? How that works? I did get in trouble, just not recently. Well, that's the case. No,
incriminate yourself. Incriminate yourself, brother. Wasn't even gonna say that.
I was going to say something about somebody else, and I was like, you know what? We'll see him when his tickets go on sale.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
somebody did.
We've come to the end of the pregame where we saw a hip hop music festival with no black people. LeBron, no matter how much money you make, you still are gonna get the side eye from your wife. Ronaldo got $75 million to go play in Saudi Arabia. Norwood says he would not do that. And then an African man got sold the LeBron Michael Jordan, Kobe, Black Mamba Lakers, Jays that had Jordan in a Lakers jersey on the back.
Yo.
We ain't even talk about Tom because we don't like to talk about, people's personal lives. But Tom, just know that Tom and Giselle are just fine. And Tom out here flourishing.
I don't know if Giselle is fine, but Tom,
and
what he with is fine. God, no. Boy, he don't miss. He don't miss.
Bruh, she did the pseudo rollout. I'm just here. She went to a Tampa Bay game by herself with a Tom Brady jersey on. Said, "I'm just here to support the GOAT." Boy, please.
High. That's so high. First of all, why did you do that? Now you got to get back from a game you just won. You're going to the playoffs, and you have to ask your new girlfriend, "Why did you do that?" My ex-wife is going to be mad.
She's going to be at the game. She lives across the harbor, which is some rich ass shit to say.
Oh, I forgot about that. She live. All right, now she come over here. She gonna beat your ass now.
Yeah, yeah.
And I ain't gonna get in the middle of that because you ain't had no business doing that.
Because she got that mom shrimp. They got 4 kids. Like she. So they done had some fighting, something going on.
And she done sent that text. Really, Tom?
Nah. What we here now? So I wasn't even gonna talk about it. But no. It's not that it was really Tom. What it really was is she. Damn. I mean, she is ridiculous.
Yep. For sure.
Woo.
And when I say she's ridiculous, I mean her antics are ridiculous. That is it. The rest of that, she's probably a fantastic lady.
This is the picture that made her hot, dog.
That is when I'm referring to ridiculousness. This is it.
Boy, man. She bought that jersey as she walked into the stadium.
What? You can tell it don't even go with the fit. You can see about everything don't even fit right. Nope. Sit your ass down.
Had her in the obscure seat. Boy, he had her in the side chick seats. Like, when you go to the when you go to the Hawks game and like you just see like where
got the mama tickets. Hey, you let that sit wherever she want to sit.
Just not in this clubhouse. Not gonna be next to my children.
Baby, I got you. You need a full fan experience.
Boy, you can see. You can
even on the edge.
You can see. You can see the Hawks when you go to the Hawks game. You can see like all right. Well, obviously she's with him. She's gonna be there.
Hey, let me tell you this. I just went to a football game. My tickets were better than this young lady's tickets.
Tom had her in the don't say nothing. She said, "Oh, you gonna sit up here and put me over here?" And then she stayed after. This after the game. Yeah. She was there way after.
Hey, bro, if you don't take your ass home. Oh, and I can't. Wait, do we know how old this young lady is?
26.
Oh, Tommy!
Tom,
You're not the only person who got this, yo.
Let me tell you something. Giselle went and dated a 30-something-year-old dude. Tom said, "You know I'm competitive, don't you? You know I'm competitive, don't you? I'm 45.
King me.
45, 26.
King me. I've been in the NFL longer than this woman's been alive. Boy, Tom, you are sick, boy. It was
just as long. He's 23 years. She's 26. Yeah, I mean.
And there's no good story of how y'all met. So how did y'all meet? Excuse me?
I don't like to speculate.
Nope. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out
what
of
we
there.
Call in college, this is what we called an overlap. This was an overlap.
You think so? But he's in the clear.
Now
popped out first.
Yeah.
Giselle popped out first.
Popped out first with and got
first of all,
and then she popped out with a regular dude.
Both of y'all had some little side pieces and didn't want to tell nobody.
Come on, man. We're not thinking with millionaire billionaire mentality.
He probably mad too. He probably like this one here.
Nah, come on, man. I think this more of a.
Mine was. I know this dude. What time was?
This a Will. No. This we thinking with thousandaire mindset. This billionaire mindset here, like this is business. Like, hey, We're good as a couple. I'm not gonna embarrass you. Da 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 da. But you know, I'm Tom Brady, and she's like, well, I'm Giselle. Okay, we both gonna do whatever.
That boy went in through 4 touchdowns and 300 yards today too. Like I can do it all. That's all he needed was this gal at the game. He right.
That boy ain't stressed no more. That boy got a divorce and won the division. Got a divorce and won the division, boy.
Rest of y'all family's intact. What the hell y'all been doing, bro?
All right, man, I'm out of here. I am happily married. Happily.
Yeah.
I'm a thousandaire. This billionaire mindset. I ain't there yet. Oh, I ain't gonna get to his thought process. I'm gonna get to a billionaire though. With that being said, I'm gonna get on out of there. We've come to the end of the We've come to the end of the pregame.
Boy, them throwing start.
We come to the end of the pregame. I'm laughing so hard, I'm sweating.
Broke man.
Yeah, that's me. We come to the end of the pregame, y'all. We being silly right now. We're gonna talk about these Falcons. We're gonna talk about these Falcons. They actually got the win today against it was a depleted Falcons team. A depleted Falcons team versus a depleted Arizona Cardinals team, and Arthur Smith outcoached Cliff Kingsbury. So with that being said, y'all stay tuned. We actually are going to.
Hey, nope. When you come back, have your sunglasses ready. Hey, your beverages ready. We're gonna do this celebration the right way because we motherfucking told y'all.
We told y'all.
We told y'all how many games we was going.
Yep.
And ding, here we are, wins in hand. We deliver around here. That's the reason we the realest podcast where in the world.
Craig, in the world. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. Splashcast 12-pack. Splashcast 12-pack.
24 of them things.
24.
Forges on the Lambo, we got cameras on the bando. Backseat of the Phantom, this the march like Sopranos. Hide you like a candle, we had ops and I bought ammo. We got Glocks and you get popped like a gamble. Bulletproof Maybach, chopper on the seat. Chopper like Ajax, cleaning up the street. If you smoke, get your payback and keep it in the streets. 100,000 neat, Virgil on the feet. Make out with the Draco, making love when you bleed. Diamond big old carrots, making Buzz Bunny freeze. Mango having rest, I put my cuz on the team. R.I.P. the pistol, it was doves on the scene. Blood, sweat, and tears, I've been grinding shit for years. I done popped another pill, I'm trying to keep my temper chill. Put that money to my ear, cause only rest is what I hear. Only God is who I fear, and I need equity in deals. PJ flying in the G5, thinking about the shit I'ma do with the money when I was knee high. Shit get serious, T.I. Man, my nigga got killed cause he took a nigga 3-5. Investing on my bills, I was trying to get out the north side. I ain't told no lie, I been having 4-5. Go look up my route, she should be proud of me, I slow down. Bulletproof the president, you never know it go down. Living in the LA, mama told me need to slow down. On the Lambo, we got cameras on the bando. Backseat of the Phantom, this the march like Sopranos. Hide you like a candle, we had ops and I bought ammo. We got Glocks and you get popped like a gamble. Bulletproof Maybach, chopper on the seat. Chopper like Ajax, cleaning up the street. If you smoke, get your payback and keep it in the streets. 100,000 neat, Virgil on the feet. Make out with the Draco, making love when you bleed. Diamond big old carrots, making Buzz Bunny freeze. Mango having rest, I put my cuz on the team. R.I.P. the pistol, it was doves on the scene. Yeah, took a test appeal. I'm up like fuck, I need the rest for real. I know all these hoes wanna fuck cause I got sex appeal. I gotta keep a pole in the truck in case I gotta kill. A different way home when I cut, they know I got a meal. Catch me outside, I'm on my Dr. Phil. I heard you got a crib in your song, but what you got for real? Sleep where I own, little bro, I got expensive bills. I be spending so damn much at my account and lose account. I got bitches on my dick that's trying to fuck with me for clout. I need back in before I walk up in this club or bitch I'm out. Too much jewelry in my room, I'm just gon' fuck her on my couch. I'm that nigga, yeah I know. Why my ex keep speaking on me cause she know that I'm the GOAT. I be high but just off weed, these LA bitches be on coke. I be moving with security but still I wanna tote. I'ma benefit to people that don't fuck with me for me. Tryna sneak into my circle then they think that I don't peep. But that Lamborghini, yeah, that bitch faster than that Jeep. I make plays that last forever, I make money in my sleep. Niggas think shit sweet because the internet. Beefing over interviews for streams, can't get into that. Niggas really pussy when they see me, you ain't none of that. Niggas out here fiending for my bitch, but you ain't touching that. I just came from Vegas, I just lost another 50. At Beyonce party, I just chopped it up with Drizzy. Niggas say you switched up, but I didn't, I'm just busy. Looking at these diamonds way too long, gon' make me dizzy. Yeah, back to the cash. Dived in the Easter fit before you can wear it out. Yeah. I just bought a brand new ratchet at my grandma's house. I've been waving that gate since a juvenile. I be dressed like a Martian, take off rockets now. Ooh, I'm dressing techie, none of the designers match. Not my main bitch, but she got my name tatted. You gotta front me a meal or I'm not coming back.
This is how you feel when you get to 6 wins. When you were said that you were the worst team in the league. Hey. We see you, New Orleans, still in our style. And we got cheated out of 2 wins. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 84. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 84 of the Splash Cast, the Around the League edition. I am your co-host, Reggie. I'm sorry, the ATL edition. Woo-hoo-hoo. I'm your co-host, Reggie. Beverly. Let's get into it. Happy New Year, my people. We made it a whole year, y'all. Who would have thought when the Splash Cast started that we would be for y'all that have been here since day one, I still go back and listen to the first episode where we talked about John Collins for 2 hours. It was funny. We have come a long way. We appreciate y'all. We got a long way to go. We are doing nothing but going up, elevating, rising, man. I'm happy to be here. Welcome, my brother. Welcome. Oh, man. I got you on. Damn. We're going to start this all over again. Norwood, you just missed your entire soliloquy. See, in 2023, we're going to hire a sound engineer because obviously with the beverages flowing, Reggie cannot turn Norwood sound on. I keep forgetting to turn Norwood sound on every time. With that being said, man, Happy New Year, Norwood. You missed all of that.
One more time from the beginning, please remember, like, follow, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Welcome to 2023. Thank you for coming into 2023 with the Splash Cast. I am your blessed, happy, highly favored, and ready to podcaster, the pod god Norwood. Had to run that back. Shout out to my boy Reg.
Hey man, listen man, I got excited. I'm happy. I had a wonderful New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. All of my teams won. Well, both of my teams. All of them didn't play. Both of my teams won.
Yeah, I was about to say not all of them. Shit, we got one team refusing. They got a strike from winning.
Y'all know how it goes when it comes to the ATL edition. We talk about the Falcons, Hawks, Dream, and Braves. The Braves, of course, are on off season, like full off season, not even spring baseball, grapefruit, nothing. It is just pure. They out there vacationing right now. With that being said,
wait, before we get into anything, I know that the highlights are up there. Can you go to the standings, please? Click on that second link right there.
For a conference or division?
Nope, NFL. I'm here for a reason.
Okay.
Can you scroll all the way down to the very bottom?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you notice, we're supposed to be the worst team in the NFL.
Oh, this how we starting early. Oh, we starting early.
Yes.
Okay.
It's very clear that we're the worst team in the NFL, and that we were supposed to have the absolute worst record in the NFL. I'm going to look and see Super Bowl Los Angeles Rams. Less wins. The Indianapolis Colts, Matt Ryan.
Sabotage,
boy,
but still.
You done had a rough go of it, my friend. I'm going to send a special, thoughts and prayers to you. Everywhere you go, it seems like it just rains. Denver Broncos, Russell Wilson, Broncos country.
Let's ride.
Let's ride. Right into the sunset of your sorry ass season. Next up, another one of these, what I would call a Norwood special. The Arizona Cardinals. I told you this team was terrible. I told you not only was his team terrible, this quarterback was entitled and not worth the money paid. And then the quarterback, not the quarterback, but the coach, what is what I would consider the absolute most elite mediocre white man on the planet, Cliff Kingsbury. Round of applause. Cliff Kingsbury has never actually done anything of value, except maybe shoot at a few recruits' parents.
Is that valuable though? I guess it is. Got him his job.
Bada bing. And then below that, Chicago Bears, and also don't forget about the Houston Texans. I go on all of this to say that y'all counted us out from day one. Y'all said that we had no Matt Ryan and we didn't stand
worst
the worst
roster in the league is what was said.
And we told y'all right here, we said that's factually inaccurate. Are we the best team in the NFL? Not no, but hell no. But are we a team that's tough? Are we not the worst team in the NFL? Well, hell yes. And how many wins do we project, Reggie?
6.
Can you do me a favor? Can you look and tell me how many wins we got right now?
6 wins.
Okay, all right. So when other people tell you about how great their podcast is and they know what they're talking about, just remember that we picked at the beginning of the season how many wins we were supposed to have, and that's how many wins we have right now. Thank you and good night. I give all of my time now to my co-host, Reggie. Do your thing, brother.
So, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'm drinking.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the thing about this is, since we're here, since we're going to talk about the standings, let's talk about the standings.
And you could be anywhere else in the world, but you were here with Reggie and Norwood.
To the truth tellers. Let's talk about it. This team right here.
Some say soothsayers.
This team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, stole a game from us. Tom Brady cried himself into a call.
Big facts.
This team, where they at? This team right here released a press statement saying that they were bailed out by the refs who stole 2 touchdowns from us when they beat us 17-9. That's 2 wins that we should have had. We would be 8-8 if that happens, and we would be leading the division. Also, I will not discount the fact that we have Marcus Mariota.
And is no longer with the team.
He started.
Quarterback quit. Our sorry ass quarterback quit. Let me tell you how bad it is. That's like when a woman who you don't find very attractive breaks up with you. You're like, whoa, you better go to hell. And this is what exactly happened to us. But our team is resilient, and our team is hardworking, and our team believes in itself. I had to find some realistic adjectives to use. I didn't want to be like, our team is good. We'll punch you in the mouth. Well, we may punch you in the mouth, but that might be it.
I'm uploading something that I want y'all to see because I want y'all to see. I want y'all to see how bad it is coaching. I mean, I get on Arthur Smith because, this is all gonna mean something soon, y'all. I promise. Because, it's not really still processing. Because Desmond Ridder looked pretty damn good. And we started with Marcus Mariota.
Don't even know where he is now. We had to hire another quarterback just in case Ridder got hurt.
Marcus Mariota quit on the team. Desmond Ridder, let me ask you a question. Now that we're here. We're going to talk about the game. How mad as a person do you have to be as Kyle Pitts to know that you played your entire season with Marcus Mariota, who could not throw the ball down the field? He was last time we checked, he was like 1 of 20. 1 of 20. You get hurt, out for the season after Mariota leads you over the middle against the Chicago Bears. And then all of a sudden they put in Desmond Ridder and Drake London, Michael Pruitt, Olamide Zaccheaus, Cordero Hodge, all look great. CP, they finally did what I told them to do and move CP out and started using him like Deebo Samuel.
Well, Algier he's a man, the whole damn man.
Yeah, he been doing it.
And that's probably gonna be his. Y'all gonna have a tough time taking that running back spot from him. But yes, I understand your frustration, but I think that at the end of the day, the key part for this is Mariota is getting on. Now, I think that we have some more issues to talk through, but I guess, do you want to go right into Ritter watch and the Ritter update, or do you want to go into highlights and
well, I'll play the highlights and we could talk about the highlights, and I'll play the highlights as we talk about Ritter. How about that? So what was your impression of Ritter in his second start?
Ritter, it frustrates me because of what I knew and already believed. Desmond Ritter is good as Marcus Mariota. Everything that Marcus Mariota can do, Desmond Ritter can do. So there was no reason to continue to play him. That was my frustration. How did he look? He looked like a guy who was pretty solid given what he had. Mm-hmm. Now, I will say he got a lot of help, special teams, and defense kind of did at least a little bit of what we needed him to, especially defensive line. But he was responsible with the ball. And he was willing to throw the ball into some relatively tight windows, and he hit Drake London enough. I can't say like it's a glowing performance, but it's as good as Marcus Mariota at least.
I can say it's a glowing performance. He didn't have any turnovers, no stupid passes. That's a glowing performance from what we had with Marcus Barrel Roll Throw Mariota. That's a glowing performance.
You're never gonna let that.
Never, ever. Just to let y'all know, I am never letting that go, ever.
He wasn't super irresponsible with the ball. He might have made I'm not gonna do that to Mariota. But this is all stuff that we've watched Marcus Mariota do. We're like, oh, Desmond Ritter can do this. Now we see that he can do all of this stuff, which is the reason that we should have been playing him.
That was the whole point. My
biggest frustration.
And it seems like he galvanized the offense. I mean, look, like we already had not the number one. We had one of the better rushing offenses in the game, right? I think we are like number one, maybe number two.
They are physical on the pass. I mean, on the run, they are very physical. They are aggressive offensive linemen. I mean, I think as far as pass protection, there's some work that can be done. But running, they won't punch you in the face.
Yeah,
we punch whoever's out there. Let's grab them. And I like that because our team has never been that. And our running backs run tough. Receivers are willing to go across the middle. This has been one of the tougher Atlanta Falcons teams I've ever seen, and that alone is worth its weight in gold as far as I'm concerned.
It is. Now, I will say, Tyler Algier and our offensive line. I didn't know that we sent Matt Hennessy down to the practice squad. Another terrible draft pick by Thomas Dimitroff. But between Dahlman and Lindstrom and McGarry, that right side of the offensive line is playing really, really well. But look, this is what he does better than Mariota or anything else. All he does, he just takes the check down. Like, that's all you got to do is just take the check down and take what the defense gives you, and then you're good to go. Mariota wouldn't do that. That was frustrating.
We're probably a level deeper if we have Kyle Pitts pushing the offense further out. The check downs instead of 5 are 10s, which changes the game considerably.
I'm not going to let y'all forget this. Look at this. This is the Mariota throw.
This is terrible. Look at this.
I don't care. Y'all can tell me I'm a horrible person. Y'all can tell me everything you want. Marcus Mariota did this in a game in which we were still, and it was picked off. But luckily, he was
already down. But see, my thing is, after you do that shit, how do we go back? Like, how do we go back to the huddle, bro? That's what time you're on right now. Are you point shaving? We have running backs. We have 3 good running backs.
Strong running backs.
Algier and Huntley. Men. 1, 2, 3. You get in there with any of them, prayers to you, not prayers to them, because you're going to need it worse than they do.
So even the Falcons, this was a close game. We almost gave the game away. But the thing about Desmond Ridder, while we're talking about the Ridder watch, Desmond Ridder was 19 of 26, 169 yards, no touchdowns, but no interceptions, right? He didn't hurt himself. Tyler Algier, 20 rushes, 83 yards. Cordero Patterson, 9 rushes, 42 yards. Desmond Ridder just did not. There were a lot of plays in which Desmond Ridder did not get sacked, right? That was the whole reason they were talking about playing Mariota, right? And, ooh, woo! Algier's that man.
It's aggressive.
Right? And the thing of even on passing, Desmond Ridder completed the pass to 7 different Falcons. Of course, Drake London being his number 1 target, Cordero Patterson being his number 2 target. But the fact that he completed the pass to 7 different Falcons means that he's spreading the ball around, and also he's going through his progressions and taking what the defense gives you, which leads to a win.
And if you notice at the end of the game, CP stepped up when we absolutely needed him. He's the guy committed to making good football plays.
I like the way that they're load managing him. I like the way that they're load managing CP. I like the way that they're load managing CP. I do think I said for
guys now, man. So yeah, but
I said for a while that we should put CP at receiver and running back and just kind of move him around, which is what they did a whole lot of the second half. The second half, they did a whole lot of moving CP around. They gave Algier the ball, and when Drake London was open, now he did make one pass in the game-winning drive to go down and kick the field goal on 4th and 5. He made a tight window pass to Drake London. I thought it was picked off. I mean, to Michael Pruitt, not Drake London, Michael Pruitt, and I thought it was picked off.
If you can build his confidence, which is the reason I wanted him to go ahead and start, didn't make a ton of sense to just keep. We've capped out with Mariota. This is what it is, and if we win more games, we're still not competing for a championship. So there becomes a point where it's just diminishing return. So at that point, we should have been playing Ridder, so we had a chance. But overall, I'm very happy with the way the Falcons played today. Shout out again to both the offensive line for pushing people out of the way, the defensive line for getting in the way.
Shout out to the defense, man. What specifically, one thing that you like about the offense, defense, and special teams? Give me one thing.
The offensive line blocking aggressively. And I know that sounds, relatively normal for offensive line, but we are Atlanta Falcons fans. Offensive line has been always one of our more shakier rooms. And in that, I've never been confident to say, we got a bunch of guys who I think are maulers. When it comes to that running game.
When we have good seasons, our offensive line is good. Every time we have a really good offensive line, we end up going to the NFC Championship or Super Bowl. Every time.
Yes-ish. Yes.
No. Because we had Harvey Dahl. Remember we had Harvey Dahl and that the Turley and all of them?
I'm with you. I'm with you. I think that I feel confident in this group going into next year, which is kind of my biggest thing is I wish I knew more about the quarterback going into next season. And then defensively, the defensive line. They were in the way. They didn't make it easy on them. I know you got to back up, but they did their job. And that's how and also special teams. Great game from special teams. They blocked the punt. You see that one punt they got the coffin corner like on the 2-yard line. That's all you can ask from that side of the ball.
Offensively, man, I like Ridder because he did not lose us the game. He played within himself. I understand the first game that you start, which was against the Saints, if I believe. Your first start, you kind of got thrown in there.
Good defensive line.
You played shaky, but you still had us a chance to win the game, but Drake London fumbled the ball, right? Even the next game, who did we play against? Who did we play last week? Who Falcons played last week? Panthers. No, we played Panthers last week. Yeah, we did because Drake London fumbled. Yeah. No, it was Ravens. We lost to the Ravens.
Right.
So you even had a chance to go down. You got 2 scores robbed from you, and you had a chance to go down there and tie the game, but Drake London fumbles, right? So those are 2 losses that are on your record that aren't really your fault. But you could see the confidence building. He threw for like 95 yards against the Saints. He threw for 100 and something yards, or maybe 200 yards against the Ravens.
Yep. 235.
This game, he was 19 of 26 for 169 because he just took what the defense gave him, and we ended up going down to win the game. So offensively, I really like the way that Ritter just played within himself and didn't try to do too much. Defensively, hey, Isaiah Oliver, I have talked so much shit about you.
Yep.
And they made the move. They put you at kind of like a robber position, the nickel/safety. You are flourishing this year. Aside from AJ Terrell, which they just refused to throw the ball to his side of the field.
Nah, I'm good. We good over here.
Isaiah Oliver had more pass breakups than everybody. He had 5 tackles, 4 that were assisted, 1 sack, and 3 pass breakups by himself. So going into next year, he's obviously not an outside corner. He got embarrassed. But him being in the slot, and he's a bigger corner, he can guard tight ends, he can guard wide receivers, and he's a short tackler. I'm excited about Isaiah Oliver going into next year. And, of course, special teams. Going into next year, I think you still have to address either safety or another corner.
I think you go for. I mean, it depends as best available.
Or D line. You gotta go D line. You gotta go defense. I think this is a defensive draft, so you gotta go defense. But I mean, I'm partial. I'm a UGA fan. Jalen Carter is a dude. He just got to get in shape. But I also want to get a receiver.
My thing is, it's so difficult for us to land a good defensive lineman. I feel like we try that thing every year and just never hit. It's frustrating.
There are so many good defensive linemen in the draft this year,
and we miss every time. I'm more on the corner boat, corner or safety. We still have to address the loss of Calvin.
Yeah, you got to go wide receiver, but you can't go wide receiver too early.
And my other thing is, I still don't know what you do at quarterback. You're not going to end up with enough tape on Desmond Ridder to know if he's your quarterback of the future. And I mean, how many more years can we afford to waste of Kyle Pitts?
And it's not a fair evaluation, even if you try to look at it now. Jeez, y'all wearing my phone up. Because
way too late.
Because and he also doesn't have all his weapons. So that's why I'm more on the fact of you probably got to give him a full offseason with Kyle Pitts, because Kyle Pitts will be back for the offseason. Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Cordero Patterson, Algier, a full offensive line. You probably add a receiver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you probably add a receiver. And you get a defense that can get you the ball back. You get a defense that can get off the field on third downs. You get a defense that can cause turnovers. You get a defense that can be short tackling to make sure that you're not always playing from behind. We can run the ball, but if we can push the ball downfield on play action pass with a mobile quarterback, I think Desmond Ridder will end up, I'm telling you, his ceiling is Dak Prescott to me. If you surround him with the right weapons, he will look all world. But if you have to lean on him with the wrong weapons, you will lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars. But, like, I really want to see where Ridder goes, what Ridder looks like with a full arsenal next year. So I think that's where you go in the offseason.
For me, it's just so frustrating because you could have played him, and we could know. We could come. There's no reason for us to not know right now what we have in this asset. Mm-hmm. But he did everything else so well with his team that you can't second guess him. And I don't like that. That puts you in a very bad situation.
You can't second guess who?
Arthur Smith.
Yes, you can. You can. Do I have to play it
I'm
again?
gonna tell you why you can't second guess him. I know I saw the barrel roll with the people. We don't. The issue is he's coached the team so well, and we got up here and hold on. First of all, cheers to 6 wins like we predicted, and we told y'all exactly what it was going to be. But if we have the worst team in the NFL, we got 6 wins, then he coached his ass off.
Fair. He did coach a hell of a game a few times.
Either everybody else has to say, "Hey, we were wrong," which humans are never going to do, or you have to give that man respect and say you coached your ass off with a roster that's trash. And I think that more people will be more inclined to say, "Hey, you coached your ass off with a roster that's trash."
And he's the one that found Algier. He says him and Fontenot looked at how many tackles Algier broke, and he led the NCAA in broken tackles and yards after contact 2 years in a row.
That shit in the NFL, boy.
2 years in a row, and I didn't realize how big and bulky he is. Like he is. Yes. When he ran off the field and he took his helmet off, I was like, yo, his forehead goes straight to his neck. Like it ain't no.
Hey, you better be polite the way you say that too.
Yeah, he
run into that dude at Boogaloo. He put you on the swings.
No. He went to BYU. He believe in peace. You gotta worry about that. He ain't gonna be at Boogaloo. But what a thing. TJ Watt is destroying the Ravens by himself. But I mean, like all in all, man. This I said this last week. I said this is what's gonna happen. I said I think Ritter's gonna have a good last couple games. And I think there's going to be a lot of hype for us next year, and it's going to be interesting to see how he handles the hype. Because we're gonna have a good draft. I believe in Terry Fontenot. I mean, he put the Saints together. I believe in Terry Fontenot. We also have all the money that Matt Ryan dead money off the books.
All off the books?
Most of it. That Julio dead money off the books.
Oh, that's gone. And shout out to the Atlanta Falcons for getting rid of Julio and Matt Ryan exactly when they were supposed to. That is underappreciated. I think that some of that Matt Ryan money hits the cap next year, though.
No, it does not. Let me see. Active players, 2023. What is it called? 2023.
The cap hit.
No, I think we got a lot of money left. Damn, we paying Marcus Mariota $14.5 million. That's not right.
I mean, what else? That's fine. But either way, the Falcons should have a ton of money to spend next year. Hopefully, we can get some players interested to come there as free agents. I do think that we have a grasp on coaching. I think Arthur Smith handles the coaching very well. I feel like Terry Fontenot handles the player personnel very well. I just need us to be able to be responsible with this money.
Yeah. Matt Ryan comes off. He had a $40 million cap hit this year. Yeah, he's off the books. That's what gives us so much money next year. Him and Julio, it was like $70 million in cap hit. And now that is off the books, which gives, I think we're going to have like $30 million, $40 million to spend in the offseason. So you're going to add, we have holes, right? Pause. We have holes on the defensive line, holes in the secondary. I think our linebackers are pretty straight. Also, I owe an apology to AK-47. You are like the second leading rookie pass rusher in the league. You're in the top 10 in pressure rate. You impressed me. I made sure I watched you today. His get off and counter spin move got him through 3 double teams by himself. Once he figures it out, he may be a problem. So I owe you an apology for that.
Yeah, because you was roasting that dude early.
I wasn't roasting him. I said he was gonna be decent. I said we shouldn't have drafted him in the second round. I said we should have drafted a receiver, and I still stand by that.
Is your boy playing good tonight?
I mean they only have 6 points, so it can't be that great.
Nope.
You also have, yeah. Wow, they stopped him on second.
Ooh, one catch, 14 yards, 3 targets.
So finally,
to
wrap up this Falcons segment, man. Our final game, we got some get back. I really wanted to
wrap this up.
I really wanted the Bucks to lose. I wanted the Panthers to win because I wanted the Bucks to come into the game playing against us with the division on the line, and I wanted us to ruin their season and send them home. We can't now. They have clinched their division. They have, ironically, they are at 8-8, the number 4 seed because of the division. So I'm pretty sure they're going to rest all of their players next week. So we have a possibility to get to 7 wins. I do want us to win.
Hell yes. Then I don't care if anybody plays on the other team. That needs to be our Super Bowl. We need to go out of here on a winning streak. We need to go out of here with a good W so that we can reevaluate everybody, because everybody's on them 1-year contracts. We can decide who's staying. We can decide who's going.
Right now, we are projected to have, if they standing stayed the same right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'd have the 8th pick again. I think that's what we had last year with Drake London. We'd have the 8th pick. If we win, we probably get 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We lost to the Steelers, so 13. We probably end up getting like the 13th pick. Anywhere between the 10th to 13th pick. There's not really a lot of difference between 8 and 13 when it comes to the NFL draft in the first round, unless everybody's picking the same position. Are you there, or did you freeze?
I'm just looking and I'm thinking that is right around. You assume the Eagles. They probably won't be looking for a receiver, but the Texans will.
Oh, the Eagles got the Saints pick.
No, that's the Cleveland pick.
Oh, the Cleveland pick.
Yeah. No. The Saints. I'm Texans have the Cleveland pick. But you're right. Yes. The Saints pick goes to Philadelphia, which, helps us a little bit because that means the Saints won't have a pick. Great job, guys. But it also makes the Eagles a strength, stronger.
I don't even know what they draft. Running back? They probably get Bijan Robinson. Woo!
So
the Falcons are gonna beat the Bucks next week. I'm gonna let y'all know that's my pick right now. I don't think the Bucks are gonna play anybody. I think Desmond Ridder is gonna play a hell of a game.
You're right. You owe me 6 beers, my friend.
For what?
Bucks beat the Panthers.
We bet that game?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because I wanted the Panthers to win. I really wanted the Panthers to win, and they let me down
too. Thanks.
They was up 21-10.
Hate to see it. I guess I don't though. And this is the last fun part of the podcast. We are going to step out of here. I'm going to remove my sunglasses, and we are going to talk about the shit show that is the Atlanta Hawks. There's no other way to put it. We are spiraling at an unprecedented rate for a 500 team. It will not be fun again.
We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I got nothing to say. We will be right back. Y'all stay tuned. We're going to wrap up the podcast with the Hawks segment and try to figure out where they're going to go from here. We'll be right back. Love y'all. Peace out.
Coke boy, baby.
My lifestyle so lavish. Ride around town with a baby. Getting to the money is a habit. Why y'all niggas so savage? Sleep when I die cause I gotta stay woke. Got me some money, I want me some more. Flipping too fast, I can't go back to broke. Then we get so high. Rolling and rolling and rolling the dope. 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 Rolling and rolling
Tryna bubble like the car wash. Broke niggas only do it part-time. Real nigga never need a cosign. Niggas slipping with a wet flow sign. Spin it, get the money back in no time. Rolling up the dope in the dope ride. Smoke it to the throat like a bow tie. Young niggas finna do it more time. Nigga chase money to the sunrise. Just a bunch of real niggas, no lie. 10 toes on that ground with it. Get smoked, you ain't down with it. Bag full, we got pounds in it. Glock 40, got rounds in it. Talking about the money, nigga, hop right on it. Came through the block with the top knot on it. Dang by the waist, got the Glock knot on it. Shorty don't smoke, but she got 5 on it. Rolling it, rolling it, rolling it dope. 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 Niggas wanna talk, nigga, what they gon' say? Whole clique shoot, niggas talking they cake. Niggas wanna talk, niggas really don't play. Smoking that dope, niggas get smoked. Young niggas round here really gon' spray. Break bricks down, nigga, what you gon' take? I ain't got time for the bullshit hate. Burn a whole pound in a brand new race. Had on money in a brand new safe. Think I'm a league, nigga, call me to play. Young nigga count up, say my grace. Whole clique down, niggas stay in other place. Nigga, we out, niggas chasing money for the wrong reason. Niggas talking down, my whole clique, they all squeeze. We out.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our final segment of the ATL edition of the Splash Cast, the Atlanta Hawks segment. That is a fire remix to that beat. I normally don't like remix to the remix of beats, but that is a fire song. Chinks and Zach. Woo! But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know we got a few things we're going to talk about with the Hawks, man. Let's just go ahead, and since Norwood started there last time, let's start here, man.
Oh, no, this ain't the... This ain't the standards I want to talk about. This is not nearly as fun. That's a loss. That's a loss. And that is a loss to an 80-year-old man.
The Atlanta Hawks have been, if you look at this, they've just been really inconsistent. Or consistent. Consistently disappointing.
Consistent.
They seem to. So we played Indiana in Indiana. We did not have. So Clint Capella has been out since the Detroit game. Did not have Clint Capella. I think against Indiana we did not have Trae Young or Hunter. We have not had Hunter or Clint Capella for the last 3 games. If I'm not mistaken, we did not have Trae Young either.
Yes.
For this game. As a result, we had to feature John Collins more. John in this game against the Pacers is 26-10 with 1 block. Unfortunately, he has 6 fouls. I think the disadvantage for John when you play him at the 5 is he's just too small to play the 5. But we did have Trae Young this game. He had 22 and 10. Him and John had a really good connection. Bogdanovich and Murray played. But then we got, of course, when you have to play Bogdanovich off the bench, you have to play Okongwu, who's off the bench. You really don't have anybody else off the bench other than Jalen Johnson. And for some reason, when you have John Collins going and you have Okongwu playing, Jalen Johnson isn't going to get a lot of shots. So we ended up losing this game. We got outscored every quarter except for the third quarter. Ended up losing by 15. Kind of be expected when you're missing. Oh, this is what it was. Yeah, you're missing 2 starters.
Correct. Mm-hmm. That's unfortunate. And when you got to play Frank Kaminsky, we putting ourselves in a very bad situation. Mm-hmm. That was a game that I still think that we just didn't manage very great, but good game out of John Collins, 26 and 10. Trae played well. We need to leave Bogey on the bench as much as possible so we can have an adult there who can continue to score. Because what happens is when you put him into the starting lineup, there's nobody who can consistently off that bench just get their shot and get a bucket all the time. And that's going to do us in every time.
And the Pacers aren't a bad team either. I mean, Buddy, now we did lose, but Buddy Hield went 11 of 16, 6 of 7 from 3, and they were contested deep shots. And
that's kind of the reason I think that John Collins fell into foul trouble. You look here, the guards just get what they want when they want it.
Yeah.
And, 23. Specifically with DeJounte being here, he's supposed to take some of the pressure off of Trey so Trey can play better defense. You can't give up, was that 51 points out of the backcourt?
Out of the starting backcourt, 51 points, and then off the bench, they allow 18 plus they allow 34 off the bench.
Just the guard play out of those three, between 23 for Halliburton, 28 for Buddy, and then 18 for Mathurin. That's too many points out of the guards. You guys have to play better defense.
Now Mathurin really ain't no shooting guard though. He really is small forward. But he was cooking.
So the guards and the wings are gonna have to play better defense. Or you're right, John Collins gonna get 6 fouls every time. Because what he's doing is y'all are letting him get beat, and then he hopefully should stop hacking, but he's hacking because he's out of position.
Yeah, and unfortunately, when you start Bogey, when you don't have Hunter,
Bogey and Trey out there is tough.
Even that, you then have to play Justin Holiday. Justin Holiday,
you don't have to play him. You can play Culver. I don't care what you say. Every time I see a Holiday play, run that same pin down screen, come off, and then shoot that curl 3-pointer, it's like a Billy Napier screen to me. I'm like, bro, I've seen this play a million times. The world knows you're going to run this play, bro. Now, this game is different. And unfortunately, it's masked between two shitty games. This was a really good game for the Hawks. They played with no Trey. They played with no Hunter, and they played with no Capella, and they took the Brooklyn Nets, who were on at that point 9-game winning streak, to the very end of the game. Collins and Durant were going back and forth for a large portion of the game. Kyrie was just cooking, and we lost this game. But if you watch this game, this is what we will consider like a victory, a moral victory. Team played well.
They did play well. I'm not into moral victories, but considering that this team had Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, at the end of the day, they had
9 games in a row.
They had Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Nicholas Claxton, who was 6'11", 6'10", was giving us problems. They were just throwing lobs to him because we had to help. And then Ben Simmons, he played. I mean, it is what it is. But if you look at our box score,
played Ben Simmons. I do want to make sure that the world knows that. I watched Jalen Johnson and I watched Ben Simmons play. And yes, they are the Spider-Man meme, but Jalen Johnson played better than Ben Simmons, and Jalen Johnson is more confident than Ben Simmons.
So that was my point that I was getting to. Jalen Johnson is doing everything that Ben Simmons does. He brings the ball up the court, but Jalen Johnson in this game playing 25 minutes, because if you look at it, we played a 9-man rotation, really 8-man, because Justin Holiday was so awful in the first half that they didn't play him no more. They played him 8 minutes, right? So they played Jalen Johnson, played 25 minutes. He was 6-12. Bogey got hot in the second half. DeJounte Murray took 26 shots. We'll get to that. John Collins had 21 points. Okongwu and low-key, Okongwu versus Nicholas Claxton was a great matchup. 18-13 for Okongwu, 17-10 for Claxton. But at the end of the day, AJ Griffin had a rough game, but he exerted all his force trying to stop Kyrie Irving at 28 points on 22 shots. And Kyrie is kind of misleading his 28 points because he gets points like 9 at a time. Like he don't get like 4 one quarter, 7 another quarter, 10 another. Like he gets like none,
Fire.
12. Like he came down and hit it. He hit like 4 shots in a row. Other than that, we had actually kept him under wraps. And then Kevin Durant was having.
I forgot who he made fall early, but boy, he made him fall all the way down.
Aaron Holiday.
Yep, that's exactly who it was.
I like Aaron Holiday because Aaron Holiday will pick up 94 feet. That's why Nate plays him. Nate plays him because he's going to, even if he's tired, he knows he's going to play defense 94 feet and make it difficult. We always match up well against the Brooklyn Nets, aside from KD. Really, that's the trump card is KD. Even last year when we played them, we match up very, very well against Brooklyn. It's just they got KD.
I will say also they play kind of stupid. There was not one time where we could stop that alley-oop to Nicholas Claxton. Mm-hmm. They could have ran it 100 times in a row and we would have never stopped it. Okongwu was too small. Claxton is too big. If he just throws it, he's going to jump, catch it, dunk every time. Jump, catch, dunk. Jump, catch, dunk. I would have ran that until somebody found him.
So if you look at the reason that KD and Claxton combined for 26 rebounds is because we didn't have Clint Capella. We did as much as we could. John Collins had 8 rebounds. Okongwu had 13. But y'all got to remember, KD and Nicholas Claxton are the same height. And KD is playing so much better defense this year than he has in the past, or at least it's being noticed. Maybe he's decent defense all the time, but it's being noticed now.
Ebbs and flows with him.
They're playing well. But at the end of the day, if you want us to be honest, if DeJounte Murray makes these free throws, we win the game. He missed a free throw. Yeah. And that ended up we had to foul and we couldn't, and he ended up taking the 3. DeJounte Murray played really well at the end of the game. And then of course there was LeBron. And LeBron decided
that's a Nate game. That is 100% Nate. Actually, I want to say that both of these games.
This game was a Nate
game.
Why is this game a Nate game?
I'm gonna tell you why. First, quietly, John Collins and Kevin Durant were a nice little battle. Kevin is clearly a lot more athletic and faster than Collins. Collins is stronger and more aggressive.
I don't think Collins is stronger.
There was a back and forth, probably 4 or 5 plays in a row where it was ISO John, ISO KD, ISO John, ISO KD. KD will go around John will go right through KD. KD don't really, and I don't think that John is the strongest, but KD doesn't want really any physical smoke. You push him, he goes, all right, I'm out of the way. Because he knows he's going to come down there and score again. And he knows that you can continue to score as long as he can.
That is true.
All right, no, you got that one. You got a big fella, boom, got them 2. I'm going to come down and give you 3. And then I'm going to give you another 3. And there's nothing you can do. Eventually, you'll get tired or something, or you'll miss. You can be good offensively, I'm better. And that's what KD knew. Now, the second game, the Laker game, I almost want to 100% blame this game on Nate.
Why?
If you look at this roster sucks. Everybody on this roster sucks. Thomas Bryant, no offense, you suck. Patrick Beverly, we know you suck. Dennis Schroeder, you're a former Atlanta Hawk. Austin Reeves,
he was ass. Austin Reeves, who he was.
Wayne Gabriel, trash. Troy Brown, Juan Toscano Anderson, Russ. This ain't it. There's one guy to stop. And all we had to do was tire this one man out. LeBron, Ramon James. The only person on this team who could beat our team. And did we do that? Nope, we didn't. Instead of running somebody at him the whole time and making it at least make him play defense, we let him sit on defense for the first half. Rest. He coasted his ass off. Then he came in the second half and beat us like we stole something. I saw it happen.
So with this game, what was disappointing about this game was John Collins was flustered. He got flustered early. He got a couple bad foul calls called on him. And he allowed that to take him out of the game. He only played 23 minutes. Jalen Johnson played 24. But we needed John to win this game. The Lakers don't play. The Hawks did not play any defense this game outside of the first quarter. We were up by 10 after the first quarter. We were up by as many as 15 before the Lakers went on a run to cut it down to 5. Then they opened up the second half like a 9-0 run and took the lead, and really it went back and forth after that. Thomas Bryant, the problem with the Hawks when you don't have Capella, and why I keep saying John Collins has got to gain 20 pounds, at least at the most 20 pounds, is because when we don't have Capella, we don't have length, we have no pause. This entire statement. We don't have any girth. There's nobody outside of Okongwu that can stop a muscular type 4 or 5. LeBron is a muscular 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Yeah. Right? Thomas Bryant is a muscular 5. He's just a big dude. I ain't gonna say muscular. He's just big. Yeah. He ain't really got no definition. But he's just a big dude. And at the end of the day, once John Collins got in foul trouble, it was literally Okongwu and Jalen Johnson. And Jalen Johnson is probably the same size as John Collins, maybe a little stronger than John. But it's nothing that you can do for Thomas Bryant. It's nothing. Wanye Gabriel, power forward Wanye was in there playing well because there's nothing you can do to stop the freight train that is LeBron if you don't have mass. That has always been the issue for John Collins. Other than that, I think he could have played better, but I mean, he just got in foul trouble.
But see, my issue is that's the reason I think Okongwu has to be a backup. Can't start him. He can't consistently play against the
even at 17 and 8
centers. Yeah, but you can't let John Collins out rebound because he was guarding LeBron. You can't expect me to get all the rebounds and guard LeBron.
Well, yeah,
and
but
we gotta take Collins off of LeBron and KD. He's guarding way too many of those guys.
Well, there's nobody else. But there's nobody. They had Okongwu and LeBron a lot. But there's that's why Okongwu was plus minus is -7. But there's nobody else that can guard LeBron. They had AJ Griffin on him for a little bit. But I mean, at the end of the day, you needed Hunter.
You need Hunter and Capella. You need
Hunter Hunter and Capella beats the Lakers to me. Yeah. Because there's Russell Westbrook. I mean, we allowed him to shoot. We was go ahead and shoot. Austin Reeves was awful. Dennis Schroeder.
He was so bad that he was helping us out. No bullshit. He was just, and he went into his. He was shooting like Trey. I was like, bro, why are you still shooting? You're bricking these. I saw him brick airball, and I was like, bro,
keep shooting.
Well, if you, and I'm like, bro, they should slap once again. It's a slappable offense. If you don't have it, let somebody else shoot. You don't have to shoot every shot. And he just continued to shoot. And I was like, are you trying not to win this game?
So even with, I mean, and then of course, I actually shoot the Hawks a little bit of bail with this one. Because, I mean, LeBron just turned into LeBron.
No, you should never have let LeBron coast for a half. I kept saying, he's coasting. He is coasting. And I knew that if he get to that second half with energy on his birthday, even to break us off.
Mm-hmm. He was one assist away from a 47-point triple-double.
You gotta. I was listening to something today, and they were like, "Oh, don't let him get to going." That's exactly what they mean when they talk about a guy like LeBron. Older guy, he could probably have a pretty regular night if you don't let him coast and keep his energy until he really needs it. He was getting whatever he wanted, and a lot of the shots were good contested shots. He was just in his bag at that point.
Yeah, once he hit like 3 shots in a row and started doing a little spinny between the leg nutbag passes. I was like, oh,
around. I was like, no, but Nate, over. That's not you managing LeBron. Like that's what we used to do with Zach LaVine. Let him run himself out, run out of gas, shoot. So by the time that you need those legs in the second half, you don't have them. LeBron coasted. We just kept it close. And then he went into birthday mode the second half. And I knew it was over. But that's a Nate game to me. You have to know that there's nobody else on that team that can beat you. And you have to make sure that LeBron has the most difficult first half of basketball so he runs out of gas.
Let's address the elephant in the room. Trey had 29 points on 24 shots. 29 points on 24 shots. He did have 8 assists. I don't know what I've never seen a perennial shooter, right? Somebody that's regarded as one of the best shooters in the league by everybody in the league. They say he takes They say he takes bad shots because but he has not been taking the wild half court threes anymore. He hadn't really done that this year. But his shooting has been, especially his 3-point shooting, has been awful this year. It has been, I think he's in like 30%. I think he's at 30. He may have just gotten to 30%. He may have, let's see stats. He's shooting 3-point percentage. He's at 35%. That's career. He's at 31% 3-point shooting this year. That's up. He was at 28 at one point. He was at 20.
Let me just knock out these last probably like 10 games. 0 for 4 from 3. Didn't play that game. 50% from 3. 3 of 7 for 3. 7 of 14 for 3. 3 of 7 for 3. 2 of 5 for 3. 1 of 5 for 3. 2 of 8 for 3. He's got to be more if we're going to win games. The issue is nobody looks and sees how many shots he takes to get to the 29 every day.
Yeah.
So it always looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Because all you're going to see is, he had 27 points, 10 assists, probably 3 or 4 rebounds. Great game, right? Not on 30 shots. And I think now, especially that game, I don't think that him and Collins can coexist on the floor together. It is now painful to watch the Atlanta Hawks play. They don't ever look like they're enjoying playing basketball anymore.
The thing is, when Collins went off against the Pacers, they played well together. If I'm not mistaken, they were on the floor at the same time. And Collins had, because Trey was giving him all types of oops. Collins had 26 and 10. Trey had 22 and 10 on 15 shots. He was up 5 of 15, but he had on 15 shots. But I mean, his defense was so bad.
No, it's more than 15 shots.
No, it's
he
not.
really 5 of, because you got to think there's 10 free throws. So just say that's 5 more shots.
So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Because then you got to do that for literally everybody in the league. And then that makes everybody else in the league percentage go down. I mean, so if you do that, then DeJounte Murray was 4 of 15 and not 4 of 12. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah. But what? No. What that does, it accounts for how many possessions that he's getting. So what it is 5 of 15 looks like a light night. Well, if you look at them other 10 free throws, that's your standard 25 shots. It's a lot of shots every night. 25 shots every night is a lot of shots.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
But that's how many shots that is. I mean, actually, no, it's 20 shots. But I mean, yeah, if he's gonna continue to.
So if you're gonna say he took 20 shots, then you got to give him the make. You got to give him 4 more makes. You got to give him. If you're gonna say he's 5 of 20, then you got to say that he's 9 of 20 because he made the free throws.
Yeah. Yes, but my thing is that 20 shots is too many shots.
Is it? We didn't have Hunter. It was we ain't got who else was gonna take the shot? I mean, you had Bogey who took 12, John took 17, Murray took 12.
Yes. You got eventually we're gonna have to come to the realization that you gotta let somebody else shoot more shots.
He did. John Collins took 17 shots.
Okay. And then he shot 3 more free throws? So say he had 2 more, that's still only 19.
19.
Still had less shots. Yeah,
I feel like this is an unfair argument. This is unfair.
Okay.
I feel like this is unfair. But
what I'm saying is he's shooting too many shots. However you want to dice it up.
I don't blame this on Trey. And let's have this conversation. Because you're very, very hard on Trey at all times. DeJounte Murray has got to step it up offensively. He had been in a rut. He had been in a rut defensively. You can't allow DeJounte Murray defensively against the Pacers was -20. You were brought here for your defense. You cannot be -20 and plus-minus point differential as DeJounte Murray. First and foremost, you are a defensive player. That is your first responsibility when you came to the Hawks. That is what is going to get you paid.
So? No.
Yes.
Hell no.
Yes.
He don't believe that.
I don't think he believes it. Obviously he don't believe it. -20. But the reason that we brought you here, well, you're supposed to be a secondary playmaker. You are supposed to be tougher and more mentally tough than Kevin Huerter. And you're supposed to play better defense than Kevin Huerter. That's what you were supposed to, and you're supposed to be able to be the offset point guard so that Trey can come off the ball.
Which never happened.
You cannot be in any game. If you are supposed to be our defensive stopper, you cannot be -20. You can't, just like you called out the guards, said the guards were getting all the points with the Pacers. You can't call out. You can't just call, but you can't just call out Trey. So my point is, DeJounte Murray, I am going now. What I do agree with, that you make this point all the time, that Trey doesn't do, that actually I think that Trey has been doing more this year than he did last year, is staying involved even when you're having an off night, because Trey having an off shooting season. So DeJounte Murray, when he's having a bad night, normally will still affect the game. But this game against the Pacers, he only had 2 rebounds, 1 steal.
Yeah, he was trash.
And against the Lakers, he brought us back. Honestly, he's the reason that we even were in the game at the end of the game.
And he's a better rebounder than DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, he's always
Anyway,
there.
you cut it.
Yeah, yes and no. It depends on how you like. DeAndre Hunter,
they're playing defense from the same position. They both on the perimeter. There's no reason that he should be there's no reason he should be a better rebounder than DeAndre Hunter. There's no reason for that.
Yeah, you're right. But at the same time, we need more from Trey. I do think it's problematic that when Trey doesn't play, everybody else plays better. That is problematic and telling. And I think Nate knows that too.
We beat the Nuggets, we beat the Bucks, and we damn near beat the 9-0 Nets.
Without Trey. And the ball. Now, the only person that has a little bit of Trey in him is Bogey. There are a couple of possessions.
Bogey and DeJounte.
No, not DeJounte. DeJounte does that when he on the floor with like the bench. Bogey be like, give me the ball. And he stand over there on the elbow and the ball. Because I was listening to we were both watching it. Listen to the commentators. Vince Carter, I don't like that possession. The ball never left this side of the floor.
Yep.
And George Pickens. The Steelers about to win this game. And Tomlin gonna get to 500. It's a win for black coaches. But anyway, I need for us to get healthy, or we need to fire our medical staff, because we can lose 4 players every year, all the time.
Consistently.
I need I can't tell John Collins to gain any weight, because it's not during the season. Not gonna happen. John's got to figure out a way to stay out of foul trouble and stop having so many bad fouls. He has so many hacks and so many bad fouls. No matter the position that he's playing, he has so many bad fouls. Like, and John allows a lot of and ones. If you gonna foul, hey, don't let him shoot. Foul him. He a lot of these.
My thing is we don't get him involved in the offense. So he's playing defense and he's pressing, trying to make something happen. Instead of,
I feel like that's an excuse.
But no, we can't consistently get him 14 shots a game. We can't. We're not even anywhere near that right now, honestly.
I'm talking about he takes bad fouls. Bad fouls.
Yes, because he's trying to. He's all right. Well, I'm never gonna get any shots on offense. So the only thing I can do is try to make a play on defense. So he's trying too hard on defense to make a play, and you're gonna consistently foul and get frustrated, foul and get frustrated, instead of keeping him in the flow. And let's be real, if you're not ever running any plays for him, what does his defender know? I can coast on defense. I gotta guard him. As long as he don't dunk on me off a rebound, I'm good.
I feel like that's still an excuse. John Collins, no matter what defense, no matter what you're talking about, the bad fouls he takes, no matter if he's frustrated or not, he's taking horrible fouls. He's taking fouls where he's allowing and ones. I understand that you need to keep your big man involved. You got to keep your big man happy. You got to do all the At the end of the day, the big man still got to play defense. You still got to be able to at least not take bad fouls. If I don't mind you even taking fouls if you're frustrated, but don't allow these and ones. Don't allow these players to do all this stuff. Yeah, you can't take bad fouls no matter how frustrated you are. And if that is the chase, and if he is frustrated and he's like, I'm not getting any touches on offense, so I'm doing bad fouls on defense, then you need to mature. You need to mature. You need to be frustrated and voice it. And you can voice it all you want, but you can't. No matter what you saying, bad fouls are bad fouls. No matter if you get 14 shots or 4 shots, bad fouls are bad fouls, and you cannot have bad fouls because then you had 5 shots against the Lakers because you had 6 fouls. You had 4 fouls in 2 quarters.
Yeah, but you want to know why? Because I'm guarding LeBron the whole game. I'm playing all-time defense on LeBron, and then I get 4 shots. Yeah, I got to try to make something happen.
Okay.
At the end of the day, I know what the box score is going to look like.
It's going to look
like I got dogged out.
That's a whole lot of bail.
But that's the reason, at this point, trade him. No, just trade him. This is not working. I think we all need to understand that we can kind of get to that point now. This trade Nate John Collins situation is at an impasse. However the media want to dress it up, however Nate wants to dress it up, however Tony Wrestling wants to dress it up, it ain't. It's past its point now.
Nate seemed like he a little frustrated anyway, because it came out that allegedly, Nate was, Shams, doesn't he work for the Athletic?
Yes.
So the Athletic and the Hawks don't really have the best relationship, to say the least. But it came out.
I don't think that media and the Hawks have the best relationship. I'm not gonna say that. It's Trey and the media.
So it came out that Shams reported that in the midst of a turbulent season, Atlanta Hawks coach Nate McMillan has strongly considered resigning from his position, sources say. Nate came out. First off, the entire Hawks organization denied this, including Nate. Said he never, ever... Matter of fact, I think I got it right here. Just listen to it real quick.
I know you've responded to reports that have come out before about things that happened in the organization, but at any time have you considered resigning this season?
I read that article briefly.
Ain't gonna lie. To start off, but that ain't a good start. A good answer to the question. That ain't a good start. Yeah, ain't a good start.
I've never spoke to that reporter before. I think the last 2 weeks, he's written a couple articles with some sources in our organization.
About to say, he still ain't said he ain't said.
That are making some comments.
No denial.
See if I still have that flame, that fire to continue next season. But that's the end of the season. All of us think about retiring, but that's at the end of the season. So we're gonna move
Steve Kerr ain't thinking about resigning.
That story. We have a race to prepare for. We try to get our guys healthy and make another run at the playoffs. But the things that were reported. Look, I'm here to coach this team.
Sound like DeAndre Ayton, don't it? I'm here.
He never denied it.
Talked to Tony many times. Our goal is to make the playoffs, and that's what I'm working towards.
So what's problematic about this response is that he never said no. He never ever said no. I didn't say that.
He just said I did. He said I didn't speak to that guy. Did not mean that I did not speak to a person.
Which means Shams definitely does have sources. And so I said it as soon as heard this response. I said, "Oh, it's true." Pittsburgh scored with 56 seconds left. I said, "Oh, it's true. I told you." I said, "Oh, it's true." Whatever they reported, it's just that he wasn't supposed to know, but it's true.
And don't forget that Sham's representation and Trey's representation has some type of commingling of the funds. So sources in this building, I don't think that was. He did not. It did not seem like he denied that the sources in the building that were leaking stuff weren't leaking the truth. It was just that it was leaking.
I think Nate and the quote that Shams actually said was that Nate can't connect with these players, the younger players. That tells me that he and Trey are at an impasse. I don't think it's John Collins. I don't think it's Okongwu. We've seen development in literally every other player except for Trey. I think he and Trey are at an impasse. I think we watch pretty much every game, right? Every game, Bally Sports, Hawks, NBA TV has somebody, reporter, standing next to the timeout huddle. Every game. Every game, Nate says, move the ball. Find the second and third option. Find the fourth option. Cut. Do this. Do that. Feed John Collins. They report this all the time. And yet it never happens. It happens with DeJounte. But it doesn't happen with Trey. At the end of the day, no matter what happens, no matter what we do, no matter who retires and who stays, if you are going to keep Trey Young and commit to Trey Young is going to have to commit to being the catalyst for everybody else. If not, we're going to keep running through coaches. We're going to keep trading players. We're going to keep losing out on players. We're going to keep having players like Kevin Huerter go to Sacramento and shoot 42% from threes and being a big part of this turnaround and giving cryptic responses like it's just a different organization over here. It's different playing with Fox. You're going to have Delonte Wright, who are set with the Wizards 7-1 when he plays elite defense on the floor. You're going to have all of these things because the ownership, one, is being cheap, and two, is listening to Trey Young. At the end of the day, all of these people did not get along with Trey. Well, I ain't going to say Delonte. I don't know about Delonte. But Kevin Huerter and Trey consistently, we viewed it as bumped heads, almost as much as him and John Collins.
I mean, this is the thing. When you ask for DeJounte and you have Kevin Huerter, you are basically saying, Kevin Huerter, you ain't it. Mm-hmm. You're asking for a Kevin Huerter trade at that point. Because you know that DeJounte is going to play close to 30 minutes. And you know that Kevin Huerter can't play that if you expect to have DeJounte. I mean, if you plan to have DeAndre Hunter on the team as well. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Whatever it was, because like I told you, I don't think that Trey and Huerter had the best relationship, and I think that's the reason we play the Kings. He tries to go crazy. Mm-hmm. But there's a clear disconnect. Mm-hmm. And I'm at a point where I'm past it now. Just fire Nate, just trade John Collins, and do whatever Trey wants. Because I feel like that's the only way that we're going to have a team.
Oh, you want to let him drown?
Maybe, I don't think there's another choice. You've already given him. I mean, I feel like he's Joffrey. You've given him all the power in the world. Now you've given him the green light. He's making transactions, and if he don't want to play, he doesn't play type of thing. Well, then you have to double down on that now because you signed up for it. It's nothing you can. It's only one way, and that's through. But if you fire another coach, Tony Russell, you don't own this team anymore. Trey Young does. And if I spent as much money as you did to own a team, I would not let somebody else own. Well, that's just me. But it's not even fun to watch the games anymore because they look so unhappy.
They're gonna have to have. This is when you need. Honestly, this is when you needed a solo. This is when you need a type of strong veteran presence to call a player. A Udonis Haslem, a player to call a players only meeting. A Jimmy Butler, and you have to be able to sit there and say, "Look, we have to be able to. We're too talented to be this bad." And you have to have somebody to be an adult. Because right now, if the rumors and everything are true, then Trey is running amok. He's running amok. He's doing whatever he wants to. He has the ear of the owners, and he's doing whatever he wants, and it can't happen.
The scary part is Trey has the ear of the owners, and you see that if once you want out or they trade you, they're not trading you to a good place. As bad as Cam Reddish was for us, sending him to New York, I think, was a message.
Mm-hmm.
If you want out of here, we will get you out of here, but we will surely send you to Siberia. Not to say that the Knicks are Siberia, but for what Cam Reddish's situation and what he's trying to accomplish, there's probably not a worse place he could go. And I honestly don't think that the Sacramento Kings trade was supposed to go that well. I think they were trading him to Sacramento thinking, oh, they wouldn't get it together type of thing. And they're
purgatory
basketball.
Sending them to purgatory.
But I don't think that they had any intentions of sending anybody to any team. I mean, look at DeLon Wright. Send him to the Wizards. Oh, yeah. Well, bottom tier East team. Send him to the Knicks. He'll never play there. Kevin Huerter to Sacramento. Good luck, bro. That's a real fear. I might be right, but if I'm right and I piss off the ownership, they might send me to Vancouver.
Yeah. So, I mean, the Hawks, man, they got a West Coast swing coming up. They play the Lakers, the Clippers, the Kings, and I think the Warriors.
Yep. Warriors don't lose at home. That's not good. We play the Lakers again in LA. That's not good. The only thing I can prayerfully say is I hope we get Clint Capella back and he can play like a world beater again.
If we get Clint Capella back, I think we beat the Lakers. If we get Clint Capella back, we lose to the Clippers. If we get Clint Capella back, I think we match up pretty decently with the Warriors because they don't have Steph Curry. And then who else?
They don't lose out. They never lose at home.
And then we play the Kings as well. And I think Kevin Huerter's going to try to get his.
Kuminga's out. Kuminga's out tomorrow though. That helps. We really just doing whatever we can to try.
So they're gonna try to get. I think Kevin Huerter's gonna try to get his get back against Trey at home. I think that's what's gonna happen. So, hopefully, we got to get Capella back, man. If we get Capella back, we're a problem. We got to get Hunter back. Other than that, it's a wrap.
That's the frustrating thing about Clint is you have to get him, then he has to rewarm his body up. The first two games, he's gonna be middling at best. Then third or fourth game, because we always do this, we're like, oh, he don't have it anymore. Then like that fourth or fifth game that he plays in a row, he looks like Clint again. And this process of never being able to keep him conditioned and healthy at the same time. He's so good when he's right, but you always in this cycle with him.
Yep.
I don't have an answer for that yet. But Okongwu too small, so that's the answer.
Oh man. But ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the Splash Cast, the ATL edition of episode 84.
84.
Episode 84 of the Splash Cast. With that being said, Norwood, if we didn't forget anything, I think all you gotta do is really just take us out.
Thank you. We are stepping into 2022. I mean, not 2022. We stepped through 2022 on to 2023. It's a exciting year for the Splash Cast. Also, I know y'all might have missed it earlier. Reggie tried to slip it in. He is a new father now. I do want to congratulate him. And baby Splash, also team mom Candace. She is really the team mom now. That's been the joke that y'all keep hearing and probably didn't understand. Surprises here.
Yeah, surprises.
Congratulations again. But we are excited. We have some new things kicking off here in 2023. As we get into it, number one, Number one, more black baseball, more black baseball, more black baseball. Number two, more black cowboys and more black cowgirls.
Yes,
Number three,
sir.
and by far the very, very most important, the historically black college university you graduated from, your cousin graduated from, your mother graduated from, the person who used to, live at the end of the block, wherever that is, send some money over there for their influence. Number two, the historically black college university in your neighborhood, the one you tailgate, you go to step shows, you just go by campus to see, send some money over there. And then finally, the greatest learning institution in all the land, the Hampton University. We only ask for $18.68 on behalf of the year that the Hampton was founded. Please send some money over there. Also, while you're here, please remember, like, follow, subscribe. Episode will be out Monday for Monday Night Raw. Tuesday, we will have this episode will be out. And then also on Wednesday, we had a 24-pack. And of course, Thursday for everybody who missed Monday Night Raw. My friend, do you have anything before we get out of here?
Hey, man, y'all stay safe, man. See y'all Monday Night Raw tomorrow. I will have on another red and black hat on tomorrow.
We don't need that, bro.
It will be a wonderful conversation, but job's not finished.
TCU, Horned Frogs, Hypnotoad. We need all of that. All the juju.
See what happens with Florida Gators. Never mind. We'll see y'all next week.